they can't possibly be effective. We'll see more and more incursions upon our borders rather than less and less because we're so dispersed that we can't be effective. It creates more of a problem rather than solving a problem. Now, I find it incredibly ironic that one thing that's government proposes and like to talk about is sustainability. They'd like to talk about the fact that we'd like to use these resources sustainably in order to benefit our nation while protecting these resources. But the fact of the matter is, at the same time, they're willing to keep things like the tar sands running. They're willing to keep logging wood in an unsustainable manner. And these are not sustainable practices. They're incredibly polluting. They talk about preservation of the environment. They talk about protection of the environment. Yet they themselves are hypocrites. They themselves allow these unsustainable practices to continue in a way that is incredibly harmful to the environment. Not only on a domestic scale, but on an international scale, which we think is even more impactful. So what have I spoken to you about today? I've spoken to you about military dispersion. How by dispersing our military in such a grand manner, we'll be less effective and in fact ineffectual at protection at all. I've spoken to you about how side government would have us be unsustainable in order to be sustainable. I've spoken to you about the paradox of selling off our resources to protect the same said resources. And I've spoken to you about the harms that Canada does on both a domestic and an international scale, and how this does not help solve or even help mitigate these problems. For the reasons that we bring forward on the side opposition, the failure of side government to bring forward enough reasons to support this bill, we stand firmly in opposition. Thank you.